so many live videos. I feel these days I feel I'm more comfortable when I'm doing live than record and upload later on. So there have been a lot of controversies since the beginning of this month. The term was increased. The pressure is getting worse. So I've been seeing a lot of couple of videos online since 3 months back with Candy Owens and the Black Lives Matter, the George Floyd and Kanye West and the White Lives Matter. Everything has been a ride, like it has been crazy. So, but for today, I'm just going to let's just discuss. Okay, Kanye and Candace, uh, with the White Lives Matter campaign, or we can say White Lives Matter force, because they are saying the Black Lives Matter is a fraud. And I've been seeing a couple of videos that have made me come to a conclusion that, yeah, they might be saying some things that are right and the others I can't verify. But when we look at the Black Lives Matter, it was a campaign, or we'll say a movement that starts after the death of George Floyd, the police incidents, all that stuff. And then they start up with this Black Lives Matter where they can, people were giving donations in helping Black Lives Matter in their campaign and fighting for equality and justice in America. So in total, they were able to gather $80 million in this campaign. That is the Black Lives Matter campaign. They were able to make $80 million. Then, I think some moment after that campaign was ongoing and things were like going all fine and all that stuff, the one of the women, or let me say the executives, quickly went and purchased a house. She bought a house for herself in a white populated neighborhood. Yeah, she did that. And then the area where the incident happened, where George Floyd died, nothing has changed. I think Candace Owens has a documentary or a docuseries that she has put together that she is trying to expose the Black Lives Matter. I'm not going to talk about George Floyd because I believe that no matter what happens in life, I always believe in God and that God is the ultimate punisher. God is going to be the one to judge us one day, once we died and go to the afterlife. So I don't believe in the facts and the narrative that George Floyd was doing something, blah blah blah. So some people don't technically feel sympathy for him that he died or he was killed in that way. I don't know how to define such people because that is pure evil. No one deserves to be brutalized and disgraced and died in such a way. No matter their crime or offenses that they might have done in the past or their crime record or whatever, no one has the right to die, to take someone's life based on that. So I'm not going to talk about George Floyd and that part of Candace Owens docu-series. I'm going to focus on the Black Lives Matter and the White Lives Matter vice versa competition that is ongoing. We have seen Kanye West, now he's going by the name Ye. He has had some, a little bit of backlash. He's losing contact with Adidas and other platforms where he was doing business and partnership with them. A lot of people are pushing so hard for him to be cancelled because he made a remarks about taking care of the Jews. Yes, the Jews. I don't know how to pronounce that name right. Jews, the Jews, or the Jews. No, not Jews, the Jews, yeah. That is I don't like I said earlier, no matter what someone did, no one has the right to take someone's life. So the remarks that Kanye made talking about getting rid of, going something on the Jews, that is also, I'm not going to discuss that. There have already been so many controversies surrounding those topics. So now let's talk about the Black Lives Matter and the wickedness among black people. The hypocrisy of black people sometimes, it annoys me. We scream. A lot of people they scream because me, I don't have the time to scream about, oh, this person is being racist to me. I just focus on my business and go about my life. Even though sometimes I don't like when people look at me too much, or when I enter a place, if someone is holding their bag so tightly without they don't even know if I'm more richer than them. Because I've been living in Europe here for some time, and I've seen some people like basically Europeans are like economically tight. They are very stingy and greedy. I'm a black person. I'm Africa from Sierra Leone, colonized by Britain, and I don't know. Then I'm someone that don't like suffering myself. If I want to do something, I have the money, I'll go ahead and do it. A lot of Europeans, they're not like that. They are very stingy. Oh my god. Sometimes when I enter places like supermarket, especially in terms of transportation, yeah, when you're entering the train or a bus and then you're coming, someone will just be holding their bag like that. I'm like, look at this poor woman. I'm just be like, madam, please, you are poor. You are nothing compared to me. So sometimes I do feel like a little bit of a, a little bit of inconvenience because I don't like it. What do you have that you think that I will go and steal from you? You're not even putting on a nice clothes or a nice perfume. They're basically fighting to survive just like me. I don't have your time. And then when you go into the train or the bus or to sit down, if you are like there's another seat, people will come and basically stand. So there are some that are cold that will just sit beside you and then they will just go. Some will come, they will want to come and sit and then they will look at you, then they will stand. So sometimes when I enter stores or bus, and first thing first, I'm that kind of person. I don't like too much people. Like, I don't like people in general. I don't know why. Like, I find it so hard establishing a conversation with someone. I find it so hard. When I'm in France now, when I go out sometimes, if someone wants to engage in conversation with me, I don't know how to speak French. Then, when you enter a bus and then you sat down, then someone don't want to come and sit beside you. I like that. For me, that is not racism. For me, that is like they are respecting my space and my utmost desire. Sometimes I sat down there and then I stretch my not on top of the chair, but the little space in between the chairs. I will shift my feet also, kicking the bottom of the other seat. I don't like talking to people like that. I don't know. I don't know if I'm the only one like that, but that's just the kind of person that I am. So when I go outside and I experience this little bit of racism and stuff like this, I'm happy. Like, I don't even care. You see me, you grab your bag, madam, you are poor. If you are rich, you will not be jumping public transport. You have your personal car. So things like that, they don't offend me that much. But then when I look at this, enough about myself. When I look at this Black Lives Matter movement in America, and at first I was excited. I was really excited that people are coming together, they are making donations. Another woman has come out and said, because for her support towards Kanye, she's requesting that the donation she made be refunded to her. And I will support that motion. Anyone that has made a donation to the Black Lives Matter in America, go ask for your money back. The place where this incident happened, George Floyd died, or even there are many states. We have seen New York, we have seen Chicago, LA, and all these other places in America. We have seen so many black people and white people that are all homeless and suffering. People are suffering in America. The world, America is just showing the world, most of the times, the beautiful sides. But there are homeless people in America, like huge numbers. I'm like, what? There are Africans in African America that are battling with drug addiction, that needs rehab. There are African American kids that are getting dropped out of school because of tuition fee or whatever. The African American family that are basically starving. They don't have food to eat. The African American that are suffering to pay their bills, including medical bill that is very important. And then we see this Black Lives Matter come into the picture, making t-shirts, making loads of money and receiving donations. Then they are just busy enriching themselves. The executives or the people on the high table, they're just busy enriching themselves. They're not using the money for the cause that it was intended for, helping black people. They're not doing any of those stuff. I think people should go back for their money. And look at the America algorithms. You see, black creators are fighting every day online to make a mark, to make a name, to go viral. Even the statistics also, all the social media platforms, they are also hindering people to progress. You will see a white creator just make some nonsense. Their video will go viral. A black person will be struggling. When it comes to YouTube, sometimes they don't even give notifications. My channel is like being stalked. My numbers are increasing, decreasing. I'm making more videos. Instead of my numbers to increase, they are decreasing. But this is not something that is important at all. At least we can able to, share our videos to certain platform where we want our messages to go, even though YouTube is not sending notifications in most of our videos. And we thank God we can provide to eat. We can provide to have somewhere to sleep, pay our little bills, and have food to eat. But there are people out there that are struggling. So when this Black Lives Matter initiative was created, I was excited. I was like a little bit, oh dear, I'm a little bit hopeful. Not about me. I'm in France. I'm not in America. So I thought I would think of I'm going to benefit from all the Black Lives Matter funding and the organization that are trying to build. But the Americans that are in America, that black Americans or African Americans, anyway, don't identify themselves, that are struggling. People are out of businesses and jobs. Then the Black Lives Matter did absolutely nothing. I watched a short clip of Candace documentary where they went to this place where George Floyd's incident happened. If you see that community, it's in shams. It looks like not even Africa, because my country don't have that. Sometimes also when we look at Google always like to show the part of Africa where children are suffering. We have no food, we have no life. But sometimes when I look at all these American videos and how they are suffering and how their places, some communities are dirty with homeless people everywhere, and I'm like, wow. And then when it comes to showing portray poverty, they want to show Africa. Why are they not showing these videos? They also need donations. I watched that video from Candace documentary, a short clip on TikTok. The community is in a very disturbing shape. Like nothing, like there is nothing like $80 million that has been supported to this Black Lives Matter. They just hold that money, they don't set up rehabs, community school projects, help children with scholarship, help people with some loans, or start them up with businesses, and taking our black Africans that are struggling with mental health, rehab, struggling with drug addiction, create an establishment where they can go there, build a place where they can go and get help, mental health, take them off the street, the ones that are homeless, kids that are suffering in foster care. Give donation to these foster homes. Buy school materials, give. There is so much they could have done with this money to really help its cause that it was intended for. But no. Black people are just being greedy and total hypocrites online. They'll come with their Black Lives Matter t-shirts, but yet all of their friend groups league is white. All the causes that they are supporting are white, but they are calling themselves, oh, I'm black, I'm being attacked, racism, blah, blah, blah. But you are black and you are supporting other people to go against your fellow blacks. You are black, you see a black person struggling, you have that finances, you cannot even support them, but you can use that money to support white people. And then you talk about caring about black people. The hypocrisy among black people, it's annoying. There is nothing like a strong community to support each other. A black person can take a white man's project on its back to push it further, to give it the limelight that it needs to go viral or to help them succeed. But I will not support a black person. Black Lives Matter, $80 million in donation. What do they do with that money? No rehab centers were built. No black person benefited from it, like, getting mental health support. Nothing of the sort. No black kids get scholarships. No black families get a startup project where they help them to start up a business or something they want to do to boost their finances. Black Lives Matter, the money they use it to buy houses, fly around, have SUVs, pay for expensive vacations, enjoy themselves, while the rest of the black people in America are suffering, are homeless, are struggling with drug addiction, finding somewhere to sleep. Young kids with great potential are being left on the street because no one is there to care for them. The foster home system or child service, whatever, is broken. Many black kids are getting affected. But Black Lives Matter, they don't care about that. Black Lives Matter, they're folding their fists. Person of color, or people of color. Yet you guys are using the money for your personal needs and not what it is intended for. When it comes to Kanye, let's talk a little bit about him. I love that song that he did with Kerry Hilson, Knock You Down, and some of his songs back then. And then he got married to Kim, one of the Kardashians. And after that, his life has been like a mess. People are saying he has talking with mental health, he has this kind of stuff going on with him, and everything has been going blah blah blah. And then I heard he has started a church. People were going to his church on Sundays, and now he's all over the internet supporting Black White Lives Matter, doing everything. When a black person forgets your roots, sometimes in my country we say, don't enter water and turn fish. The fact that, don't jump into the water and then you start feeling that, oh, I'm a fish. No, you're a human being. I look at Kanye and I look at Candace. I've also watched a video when Candace talked about she wants to go back 9 years ago, and someone made a stitch on TikTok about how she was being, she was harassed. Clear case of racism when she was in high school or something like that. And now she wants to go back. When a black person starts mingling or going too much into the white folks in the white community, it's good, it's nice to see people blended and not look for the color of their skin. But then it ends up making them distracted in the cause that they are fighting for. You watch Candace Owens, some of her videos are excellent in support of the Black Lives Matter and the black people. Let me not use Black Lives Matter. But there's not that you look at her again, she's doing videos and supporting the white race because she's married to a white guy. What do you expect? Same also with Kanye. When she was with Kim, everything blah blah blah, and now she's not with now he's not with her again. She is with Pete Davidson and everything is a mess. Don't jump into a water and turn to fish. If you are fighting for a particular cause, stick to that cause, don't get distracted. But the moment you start mixing, your priorities, you want to fight for black people, you want to fight for white people, you get a mixed and a confused audience, and we don't want that. In as much as they are entitled to choose which side they want to fight for. But then again, it sounds funny when you see them also want to defend black people. Like, for me, I totally understand. You can be at both sides and be just, for me, I just believe in the human race. But then sometimes again, the world is trying to reach to that side, but we are fighting every day because so much is happening that everyone it's like compulsory for everyone to pick a side. I watched a docu-series also when someone was talking about doing the Black Lives Matter when the momentum was very high. celebrities were being called on the phone by their PR companies or whatever that they must post an article with the Black Lives Matter to show their support or they will get cancelled. If someone don't believe in a cause, don't force them. I, for one, I was excited about the Black Lives Matter movement in America because I'm feeling like, oh, a lot of Africans and Americans are going to get help, with rehab, mental health, get them off the streets, get them off the drugs, send the kids to school, open, make money grants for people to start businesses, get them moving. Let this money and let this cause that it was intended for benefit the people that it was supposed to benefit. But then, 6 months to a year between that time, the head of the Black Lives Matter went and purchased a house in a white community. And I was like, oh my God, people are mixing their priorities again. They're there to fight for black people and give them a better life. Then you're busy buying a house. They start going on expensive vacations. So my mind, I'm not like, okay, you know what, I'm not even supporting this movement again. Just follow them on Instagram and Twitter and whatever platform I had followed them before. I don't get it. Why are black people like this? I seriously do. Why? Yeah, you are there. You have most of the black people in America have a higher platform of helping black people, but they're not doing it. They're just waiting to post a short picture or a short caption. The community where George Floyd was living, the place is a mess. Black people are still on the streets. Black kids are still on the street. Their lives are headed for the wrong directions. Probably end up in jail for little crimes. Because as a black person living in America, you're going out and coming in, it takes the grace of God. Because you can be walking and get shot. You can be walking and get arrested. Then the Black Lives Matter is there. The money was there. $80 million would have helped a lot of black people to help them start up a life. Get them off the streets, help them with recovery, help them with getting sober, help them with rehab, help them with businesses. Start up a company maybe to get their hands busy. Help with medical bills. Rehabilitation centers. Homeless shelters. But none of that was used for that money. The money was just used by the group of people that were intended to keep the money, and they just go ahead and just use it how they want to, and that's the end of it. It's sad. The Black Lives Matter is a scam. Just a group of black entitled people that feel like because of the color of their skin, they should get paid. So they form an organization. Once the money starts coming in, that's their full-time job. Whilst the victims of real black oppression are still out there. Some are giving up. Some are still hanging there. It's a mess. Because when you look at, as an African, then there is this lot of adoration and love for America, 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 America. Then when you get online and be seeing the news and what is going on in America, you just be like, so this is the country. Anyways, thanks for watching this live. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be trying my best to be going live more often so I can be able to talk, or maybe get a chat. This chat is empty. Or maybe to be able to respond to questions whilst I'm on live and interact and know what you guys think. But you're watching the video after the live, it's still important. Thank you for your views. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to share. I will see you all on my next live or whenever you see a notification pop up. YouTube has been messing up with my channel, so please, if you're not getting notified, please be coming to my channel and be checking out my videos. I have a lot of people that are saying that they're not getting notified by YouTube. I don't know why YouTube is doing that. I don't know why they want to hold me down. Only God knows. But if you are a loyal fan, please be checking out my channel, be watching my videos, and be watching to the end, and like and interact. God bless you as you do that. Bye-bye.